cute. Good morning, my beautiful friends. I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome back to another video. Welcome to a cabin. I think the cool weather is really affecting me. It was such a drastic change. Like 3 days ago in London, it was boiling hot, like you were wet. And then today I wake up and it's like 10 degrees. But yeah, welcome to a cute little cabin. This property has a few yurts and also camping area as well, but I'm staying in their little like train car wagon. It is so adorable, and honestly just being immersed in nature again, like even just saying that like brings tears to my eyes, and like I'm really coming to realize like how beneficial being in nature really is for me and how happy it makes me. But I'm in the UK, and that hill mountain, that's the border of Wales. So I'm like right on the border of the UK and Wales, which is so cool. I'm gonna hike up there. I'm not sure whether that's gonna be today or tomorrow or the next day, but I'm gonna get myself up on that ridge and we can be in two places at once, be in two countries at once. The host of this place is so adorable and so sweet. She actually picked me up from a bus station yesterday, and it was still like a 25-minute drive to get out here. But I'll explain the travel from London to here over coffee.
Found myself smiling more. The moment you leave, I feel down again. I talk to myself on the floor just to feel less alone. I swear that I'm trying my best. You tell me the stress shouldn't be a friend. I wonder where I'll end up next on the corner of home. Hold my hands out for me. I let you know when to let go. You give a little love, a little sun everywhere you go, everywhere you're running. You never say a word, even when it hurts. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're smiling. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me the way that
I feel like I look so little. I usually like to have my AG1 first in the morning, but this cool weather was calling me to drink a hot coffee first. I would like to say a big thank you to AG1 for sponsoring today's video, but I'll tell you a little bit more about them later. They're my go-to vitamin regimen though. I've been using them for a year and a half. I want to say like closer to 2 years now, and I truly feel such a difference with my skin health, especially my gut health, like definitely. But it truly just makes my life so much easier. I had to take a subway, which I almost missed, because I didn't realize that this place was so remote, and then I had to take a multiple-hour train that ended up being delayed 50 minutes, but we were just sitting on the track. Like we pulled out of the thing and then just sat still on the track for like 45 minutes. And then we eventually got to where I needed to go, got off the train, but then I had like a multiple-hour layover, which is actually a really good thing because, ooh, it's raining. So anyways, after the delay, I had a little stopover, which gave me a lot of time to grab some groceries, prepare, grab this sweater because I don't have any warm clothes. Then I had to catch another train to then walk 15 minutes to then catch another bus, which then brought me to the bus stop that my Airbnb host picked me up at. I don't know where I want to be in this world or end up, and I think part of this adventure that I've been on is trying to figure that out and figure out what I like, figure out what lights my heart up. And obviously moving to British Columbia, Canada last year from out east, if you're from Canada, out east is not Ontario, but to explain it to anybody else, it's just, you know, the eastern, more east than British Columbia. Knew that nature was something that really lit my heart up, and the mountains were really something that brought me a lot of peace and comfort. And I'm also realizing that I'm so much more introverted than I ever would have thought. Like, I thought that I was like so extroverted, and I'm like crying because I really feel like I'm starting to figure myself out, and I feel like it's just like really liberating and beautiful to feel connected. And these are like tears of joy and love and light and peace. These are not tears of sadness or confusion. It's really just like everything that is it just is, and everything that will be, and I will find my place, and things will flow the way that they flow, and I just need to accept the flow and move as I feel and not force things. A massive thank you to AG1, my absolute favorite product and brand, for sponsoring today's video. I talk about them all the time because they've truly made a difference in my life. And for anyone new here, they are a product that contains 75 vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, prebiotics, probiotics, adaptogens, just all of the good things in one easy scoop that you add to some water. And if you're interested in it, you can try it risk-free with their 90-day money-back guarantee. So there's absolutely no reason to give it a shot and see if it makes a difference in your life too. I personally like to have mine straight in the morning on an empty stomach. That's not a must, but I know when I open my fridge in the morning and the package is right there, it's just a nice little reminder to take a scoop, add it to some water, shake it up, and I'm set for the day. Now, if you've been keeping up to date with me, I've been traveling for a little bit now, and originally my plan was to only travel for a month. So I decided to pack light on the AG1, only packing 20 travel packs with me, thinking it's okay, I'll just have one every other day for a little bit before I get back home and can get back on the everyday AG1 kick. But after giving some packages away, because people always ask me about it and I want them to try it for themselves and, you know, see if they enjoy the taste of it, because I think that's the number one thing that most people are eerie about, and people are usually very pleasantly surprised with the taste of AG1. It's very light, mellow in flavor, easy to drink and get down, absolutely not something you have to plug your nose for or chug back in a second. But I understand not everyone enjoys the taste of something like that. You can add it to smoothies and still get the same benefits from it. So take that into consideration if you're thinking about ordering it. But after doing some calculations, giving some packages away, I realized that I only had enough to have one AG1 package every 4 days. After a bit of time of doing that, my skin started to suffer. As somebody that has eczema and has managed to keep it under control with the help of AG1, my skin started to get flared up, crack, be dry, irritated, red, just not what you desire in your skin, and it was starting to get very uncomfortable. I decided to travel a little bit longer on this adventure for an extra month and a half, and when I made that decision, I immediately got myself some AG1 sent to the next hostel. I think we all can admit we need a little extra help with getting the essential things our body needs, and there's nothing to be ashamed of in that. You're not perfect, I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect. So giving yourself the little extra assurance that that one scoop of AG1 is giving you 75 vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all of the things can help ease your mind. And as I mentioned, AG1 truly helped me with my skin health, but it's not only good for that, it gives you a boost of energy, which is another reason I enjoy taking it in the morning, but it's also great as a midday pick-me-up. It's great for your gut health, and anything with this much goodness also supports your immune system, which is an essential thing as the cold and flu season starts to approach us. So if you'd like to try out AG1, I highly recommend it. And again, they have a 90-day money-back guarantee, which is such an amazing thing that they offer, because I know a lot of people, when they look at this type of stuff, they don't know if it's gonna work for them. They don't know if it's worth it. Is it actually gonna make any difference? Try it out, test it out for yourself, see if it has an impact. Click my link down in the description box, and when you do so, you will get 5 free travel packs along with a 1-year supply of vitamin D3+K2. So click my link, get some stuff for free with your first purchase. And thank you so much, AG1, for making an impactful difference in my life, and hopefully they will make a difference in yours as well. Love you, AG1. Yeah, thanks for sponsoring today's video. Okay, let's get on with it. Had to warm up my coffee. Cut up some button mushrooms. And chop up some garlic. Slice up some tofu. Season it with some salt, pepper, chili flakes, balsamic vinegar, and set that aside. In our pan, olive oil, our mushrooms, orzo, water, and season it with some salt. Give it a little stir. Garlic, splash of balsamic, salt. Give it a little stir. Get some kale off the stalks. Tofu. And open a can of beans. Going to remove the mushrooms and the tofu from the pan. Throw a good amount of oil into the pan. Turn up the heat a touch. Kale. Should have threw the garlic in first. Splash of water. All right, let's build our plate now. I'm just gonna use the plate that we've already been using, so push the mushrooms off to the side and then make the tofu look a little bit prettier here. I love using my fingers when I cook, and also no one else is eating this, so it really doesn't matter. It's my own gook and grime. I feel like I needed to cook orzo because I don't have bread, and I needed some sort of like grainy element, you know? Beans. I used to be scared of salt, as I've mentioned many times on this channel, and I'm telling you, it makes your life so much better. When you season a dish properly, when you season multiple elements of a dish properly, it makes food so much more enjoyable. And salt is not bad for you at all. In fact, it's actually great for you as long as it's not in extreme excess. Bon appetit. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, your reminder to cook a hearty meal today. I'm telling you, even if you're not craving it, you're probably craving it. Food is something everyone in the world can relate to. We all may have different palates, likes, interests, and desires to cook, but we all need food to survive, so might as well make it taste good. Okay, I need to sit down. I'm definitely not vibing climbing a mountain today, but what I am vibing is doing a little exploring of this insanely cute property that I'm on. Like, how can I not take a little stroll, see what it has more to offer? And yeah, it's also just so cool to hear like sheep baaing in the background and like cows and bells and like, I don't know, just all of the sounds of farmland around me. All right, let's go for a little stroll. Okay, this is so freaking cute. They've made the roof of this and another building that you can't see behind into a little like garden bed. It's just like wild grass. That makes my heart so freaking happy. I've heard people doing this and then filtering the water for purpose. I love that. Imagine if every single household in a city did that. How much more green space, fresh air, and pollution that would help clear up, and how many like extra little buggies and bees and wildlife it would bring in. So it seems like there's 3 yurts on this properly and one of the yurts has like a second yurt attached to it, so it's like the biggest yurt, and then, well, it's like 2 small yurts kind of combined, and then there's 1 big yurt and then 1 like small medium-sized yurt. I almost, guys, I thought about buying a yurt for like a hot second. I also thought about buying a school bus for a hot second before coming on this travel, because I just like really desired a home. The yurt was like $60,000 and I'm like, that's actually not that bad considering it came with like everything, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. But I don't know, ultimately, like, I know that I want to be in nature. I know that I want to, let me sit down. I know I want to be somewhere where I can be surrounded by nature, but I'm not that far away from people, because obviously connection to humans is so freaking important as a person. But I just find myself having so much more clarity, so much more freedom, so much more like connection to nature, Mother Earth, to myself, to spirit, to the universe, guides, my ancestors. I just find so much more connection, peace, and like love radiating off of me when I am surrounded by green. The property owner's son has a workshop down there and I think he is buzzing away, so I'm sorry for any background buzz. I know I want to be somewhere like this, and I thought about buying a yurt because I was like, okay, like that would be so cool. I would have a home, it would be all mine, all of the things, and then it just wasn't working out, so I then decided to try to buy a school bus, and there was a short bus for sale, and then I got an inspection on it, and this bus was like $40,000, but he wanted to like trade my car for the bus, which would have been like such a great deal to just like then owe him only a small amount of money after I gave him my car and I got the bus. Took it in for an inspection, and the guys working at the shop were like, don't buy this thing. Like just promise me you won't buy this thing. So I took their advice and then left on the European adventure with no idea where I was gonna go when I came back. And that ultimately led me to deciding to just keep traveling, but stay in places that feel a little bit more calling to my soul and stay for a little bit longer. I wish I could stay here a little bit longer. It is kind of expensive, so that's why I'm only staying here for like 3 or 4 nights. I can't even remember. 4 nights, I believe. After my traveling overseas, I'm heading back to Ontario, Canada to visit some family and friends for about a week before heading to Mexico, where I have rented an entire cabin for myself outside of Mexico City, about an hour outside, and it's gonna be like this vibes. It's in the mountains, I'm surrounded by forest and greenery-age, and I'm just like so excited for that I had to kind of get a taste of it here. So when I didn't know where to go when I was in London and having to cancel my Morocco trip, like I just felt a deep desire to be in nature, and that's what brought me here. One step at a time. Let's be here right now. So this is the yurt that I was saying had 2 parts of it, 2 smaller yurts attached together. And then there is a path right here leading over to the biggest yurt, which has a couple picnic tables and a sitting area with a fire pit as well. I wish I could see inside of these things. I might ask her to like check them out just out of pure curiosity. Down these steps, there's another path which leads to where I'm staying, the kitchen, the bathrooms, and also the other small yurt as well. Oh my god, this yurt has a stained glass ohm window to it. That is so cute. I love that. It seems to me that the yurts have a wooden fireplace inside of them, which means they probably rent them out in the wintertime as well. But the little wagon that I'm in does not have any heating. I don't even think it has like electrical heating inside of it, so I don't think anyone could stay there in the winter time, and it's already getting like pretty chilly. Like in the evening I think it dropped down to like 8 or 9, so I was like fully cozied up in the blankets last night to stay warm, which was actually kind of sweet. Like I haven't done that in a while because it's been summertime and hot where I am. I think over here, if you see, that's the yurt that I was just at. Walk down a little path, and there's now a little gate here. I think this is where they have just like campsites. So yeah, as I can see, there's some picnic tables over there along with a fire pit, and I think that's where they just allow people to tent it up and enjoy nature that way. And if I walk away from that gate and down this other little path, here are the toilets, and when you open them up, the light turns on with a sensor. A composting toilet, and there's 2 of them. You also have washing sinks for people that are camping and need to do dishes, and right beside you have the showers. This one is the biggest stall. Again, sensor light, nice rainfall shower head. And this thing is what you use to turn it on, like hot and cold. And turning it on like eco kind of creates a steady flow of like warm water. And this is gonna be the best thing. A massive Connect 4. I don't have a partner to play with, but I think I should play a game by myself. I mean, like, this is is gonna be a slightly boring game. Yellow wins. As soon as I started playing, I'm like, this is the stupidest game to play alone. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's fun. Well, that's more fun than the actual game. I high-key want chocolate ice cream. So I'm just going to mix plain yogurt, cocoa powder, and a bit of sugar together to make some sort of chocolatey dessert thing. A bit of cocoa powder, a couple teaspoons maybe. Some coconut yogurt. Sprinkle some sugar in here because this is not sweetened and I want dessert. Honestly, what would make this a million times better is some peanut butter on top. I'm bored, and I know that's a good thing. In boredom, I think it's a perfect opportunity to learn. So she had a Wildflowers book and a Night Sky book. I'm also going to put in some jazz music. Jazz is just my freaking vibe, like instrumental jazz. I love it so much. I should 100% make a playlist for you guys because I listen to it all the time. It's my #1 chill, cook dinner, go for a walk, relax, go to bed, like just every single vibe. It fits the vibe. I think my favorite album, and it has been for like a while, is called Wildflower, and it's by Herb Elias. So I'll link that down in the description box for you guys. Another one that is like really fun and just different is called Blue Camel. This book is extremely beautiful, but it's just a bunch of facts about the flowers. Dinner time. I honestly came here because I needed some alone time to get some work done, and I thought I'd be like so productive and like ready to kill everything, you know, check things off the to-do list and like whatever, because I do find it very difficult to get stuff done being in a hostile, like lively environment. Just trying to find alone time to like record voiceovers and, you know, all of the things, but there's no Wi-Fi here. So I did not realize that until after I booked this place and was already on the way. I also booked this place like at 9 a.m., like 9:30 a.m. and was on the first train to get here by 10:15 because I tried to book another night at the hostel I was staying, but it just didn't work out. They didn't have any rooms available, so I looked on Airbnb, I saw this place, and it was just like a full body yes. I can't upload videos, I can't download videos, I can't really stream anything, so I'm really just here. And I kind of love it. So tonight I'm gonna make a pasta. My plan is to use these 3 very sad tomatoes along with like sauteing up some onion and doing some garlic, but I'll bring you along for the ride and show you the recipe. So one way I get the garlic skins off a lot easier is to smash the garlic like I'm doing. So just take the knife and your palm and give it a little pressure and it'll crack the garlic open, and then the skin will usually just kind of pop off. And it also makes mincing it a lot easier. Give it a little extra crush and then start chopping. Good amount of oil. onion. Chop some mushrooms up pretty small. Add the mushrooms. Chop up some tomato in small little bits. Decent amount of black pepper, salt, some chilies, and mixed herbs. This has been sitting on low heat for about 5 minutes or so, and I'm gonna add a good splash of balsamic vinegar just for that rich umami flavor, and our bell pepper. Salt your pasta water. In goes the pasta. And another one just in case. Some chili tapenade. Give everything a little stir. And now it's time to eat. Honestly, I'm just gonna serve everything, and whatever I don't eat, I don't eat. I feel like it's just easier that way. Although this is gonna look like a massive portion. This looks so freaking good. I can't believe I finished that. I think this is the end of today's video, but I truly hope you enjoyed it. I'm so grateful that you're here, not only watching my content, but here on this planet. I want to remind you that I did launch a podcast, so the link is down in the description box for you, and I'm excited to share a little bit more spiritual content with this world and just have honest, real conversations with people that I find interesting and that I love. So check me out, the Duality of Life podcast, down in the description box. I'm feeling so mellowed out after a extremely chill day and a big plate of pasta to end it all. A gentle reminder to spend as much time in the love state as you possibly can. Doesn't matter if it's the first time you've ever fallen in love or the millionth time you've ever fallen in love. Just love more people, and it doesn't have to be a romantic love. Just love more people. Love more of yourself, love more grass, love more trees, love more flowers. Just be in love. I'm sending you so much love, light, and I cannot wait to see you again so very soon. Have a beautiful rest of your damn day. Man, I'm so fucking mellow right now. Okay, I love you so much. Mwah. Mwah.